ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओमित्येतदक्षरम् इदगं सर्वं तस्य उपव्याख्यानं भूतं भवद्भविष्यदिति सर्वमोङ्कार एव यच्चान्यत्रिकालातीतं तदपि ओङ्कार एव। So we saw ओमिति एतद् अक्षरम् इदं सर्वमिति यद् इदम् अर्थजातम् अभिधेयभूतं तस्य अभिधान अव्यतिरेकात् अभिधानस्य च ओंकार अव्यतिरेकात् ओंकार एव इदं सर्वं परं च ब्रह्म अभिधान अभिधेय उपायपूर्वकम् एव गम्यत इति ओंकार एव. So what is it we saw? So everything abhidhana, remember these technical words. Abhidhana means name, nama. Abhideya means the object which is called by that particular name. Abhidhana and abhideya. Now see, let us analyze, recapitulate. What is the essence we saw so far is this akshara, letter Om which is there, that is everything. Om is everything. Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam. So whatever abhideya is there, that is object is there, whatever objects are there, abhideya vastu, they are all not tasya abhidhana avyatirekat. They are all, whatever the objects are there, they are all not separated from their names. Abhidhana abhideya avyatirekat. There is no separation. Why? Because since everything is Onkara, when everything is Onkaram, so Abhidena, Abhideya, the sansara which is going on, so there is no difference between Abhidhana and Abhideya. They are not separated because all this is Om. Now Parabrahma Paramatma also is known as through Paramcha Brahma Abhidhana Abhideya Upaya Purvakameva Gamyata. What is the means of knowing Parabrahma? Again, Brahma is Vastu Abhidanam, surname, Brahma, name, Abhidana, Abhideya, the object, Brahma. Again, through that Abhidana, Abhideya only, we are reaching the Brahman, Gamyata iti. Now, our thinking is normally the object is always separate from its name. But these two are one and the same. Whatever name you give to any object, Abhidana and Abhideya are one and the same. And Parabrahma also is known only through Abhidana Abhideya Rupa. So that is called, through the means of Abhidana Abhideya Rupa, Vachya Vachaka Rupa also otherwise called. Therefore, Parabrahma also is Om Eva. So everything is Om. So, Paramcha Brahma Abhidana Abhideya Upaya Purvakam Eva Gamyata. Upaya Purvakam Eva Gamyata iti Omkara Eva. Now, one more thing. That means what? Little analysis. What is Akshara? Akshara is from A to Ha. A to Ha. This is Varnamala. And whatever letters we make, whatever aksharas we make, the words that are made, names that we make, words we create, names, whatever words we utter, all are all between A and Ha only. Nothing outside A, nothing beyond Ha, because all words are formed between these two letters called A and Ha. Now, so there is no akshara letter outside them. A to Ha only, everything is there. Meaning what? A to Ha, A Ha. And this A to Ha itself is called as Aham. That is me. Now, what is this Aham? Aham means what? The word Aham, the word Aham, A to Ha, is indestructible. Words cannot be destroyed. You may destroy the objects, but the Nama Abhidana, words are indestructible. So A to Ha becomes Aham, so Na Hanyate iti Aham. So what is Aham? This Aham is also indestructible. I, Aham, is never destroyed. One thought we have to understand very clearly, this one. And this Aham, where is this Aham present? Every Vastu there is Aham. In every being there is Aham. In every being this Aham is present, because everybody says Aham, I. This Aham is present in every being. That means what? What is the nature of Aham? It doesn't give up anybody, it is in everybody. So na jahati. Why? That Aham alone is strung through one and all. Like a Sutre Manigana Iva, this Aham alone is passing through, strung through all beings. Now, continuing our Acharya Bhashya, Tasya, that is of that, of this or that, that is Omkara, Tasya, Etasya, of this, Para, Apara Brahma Rupasya. What is Omkara representing? Omkara is both Parabrahma and Aparabrahma. So of that, of this letter, which is same, which is both expressing Parabrahma and Aparabrahma, Tasya Etasya Para Aparabrahma Rupasya Aksharasya, Tasya Etasya Aksharasya, of that, of this, that is of this letter Om, representing both the Parabrahma and Aparabrahma, right? Parabrahma Etasya Om iti, Etasya Om iti, Etasya Upavyakhyanam. Now, Upavyakhyanam means what? Upavyakhyana means that we have to do Upavyakyanam. First let us see Upavyakyanam meaning. First let us see Bhashya and then we can see the meaning of it. Upavyakhyana means what? Brahma pratipatti upayatvat Brahma samipataya vispastam prakathanam upavyakyanam prastutam veditavyam iti vakyaseshaha. Very slowly I am going, though I cannot go very slow. See here, tasya etasya of this letter Om, which is denoting both the Parabrahma and Aparabrahma. Iska upavyakyanam has to be done. What is upavyakyanam? Brahma pratipatti upayatvat. Now what is this Om? Om is since upayatvat, since it is the means of attaining the Supreme Brahman. Which one? Om upayatvat. What is upavyakyanam? Because since the Brahma, the Om is the means of realizing, making us realize or attainment of Brahman. Brahma samipataya vispastam prakatanam upavyakyanam. What is upavyakyanam means? Very, very from the close quarters. See, Brahma samipataya means from very close quarters. Samipataya, this Omkara from very close quarters. Brahma samipataya vispastam, very clear, and prakathanam. Prakathanam means exposition. So a clear exposition, very clear exposition from close quarters. Brahma samipataya, from close quarters, a clear exposition. Vispastam, clear. Prakathanam is exposition. Upavyakyanam prasutam veditavyam. That means what? This Brahma, we have to, since it is the means of attaining this Brahman, so this has to be now upavyakyanam. Iska upavyakyanam karna hai. Means what? Since Brahma, this is the upayatvat, Brahma samipataya, from the very close, clear exposition of this Om from very close quarters is to be analyzed or to be done. So, prastutam veditavyam, this prastutam veditavyam is to be added. Iti vakyaseshaha, meaning it is to be understood. Omkaram, since it is the means of Brahman, a clear exposition, very clear from close quarters has to be understood. Why? This Brahma is denoting both Parabrahma and Aparabrahma, and it is a means of attainment of Supreme Brahman. So, Brahma samipataya vispastam prakathanam upavyakyanam prastutam veditavyam iti vakyaseshaha. Veditavyam iti vakyaseshaha. Prastutam veditavyam. This has to be known now. That is means what? What is a upavyakyanam? Tasya upavyakyanam. Tasya means Omkarasya. Upavyakhyana means clear exposition from very close quarters is called Upavyakyanam. Upa means what? Samipa. Upavyakyanam is separate. Upa plus V plus A plus Khyanam. It becomes Upavyakyanam. Upa plus V plus A plus Khyanam. Upa means what? Upa Samipe, from close quarters. Samipa. V is again Visishtha. Ap is equal to Prakrishta. Khyanam is Varnanam or Khatanam. Varnanam. That means what? Very clear exposition of this Om from very close quarters has to be done. That is, Om is to be understood with a clear exposition from very close quarter. Is to be understood. Veditavyam iti vakyasesha. This has to be added. Veditavyam. So, tasya upavyakyanam, Acharya says, prastutam veditavyam is to be added. Meaning what? That is to be understood. That is understood as it is, without saying. Tasya upavyakyanam, what is to be done? Upavyakyanam, to be done of Omkara. So tasya Omkarasya Upavyakyanam, to be done is to be added. So Prasutam Veditavyam is to be understood from close quarters. That is the Omkara. So now Omkara is now analyzed from close quarters. That is the meaning. Clear? So, because Abhidhana Avyatirekat Tasya Abhidhana Avyatirekat Abhidhanasya cha Omkara Avyatirekat Omkara eva idam sarvam Paramcha Brahma Abhidhana Abhideya Upaya Purvakameva Gamyata iti Omkara eva tasya etasya para apara Brahma rupasya aksharasya Om iti etasya upavyakhyanam Brahma Pratipatti Upayatvat Brahma Samipataya Vispastam Prakatanam Upavyakhyanam Prastutam Veditavyam iti Vakya Seshaha. Clear. Now, having understood this much, we must go. What is that now? Acharya says about more about this. See, now here Veditavyam. Who is this Brahma Upavyakhyanam? Brahma means infinite. Now, just as one उदाहरण देते हैं, many atoms, they rise in space, they are born in space, exist in space and dissolve in space. Okay, many atoms, एक उदाहरण, and each of them, that is all those atoms, cannot see the infinite space, cannot understand the vastness, unlimitedness, expansion of the space. They cannot imagine each of these atoms. That means what? Each of these atoms, they are so identified in their tiny world, they cannot see this infinite Akasha as one, because in their own world they see so much of variety, each atom, they see so much of differentiation, so they cannot comprehend the oneness of space, which is infinite. It is beyond their perception, each atom. Now similarly, crores and crores and crores and crores and crores of Brahmandas are created in this infinite space. Crores. So many are created. And since our drishti cannot go to that infinite space which is holding all of them together in him or in it, our drishti cannot go. Since our drishti is only on happenings within Brahmanda, the creation, dissolution, sustenance, etc., and thereby, because our drishti is only confined within to the creation and not to the space in which all these things happening, unable to see the space as one, that one space alone is holding all the differences, we are unable to see. Even though Brahmandas are born, each Brahmanda or each of us are unable to see. So we get attached to a particular Brahmanda creation, sustenance and dissolution. That means our drishti is always limited and confined to one particular Brahmanda, one particular aspect or creation, and we are unable to appreciate the oneness of the space in which all these things are contained. So when our drishti is unable to come, not there towards the infinite space, and it is always going towards Brahmanda, that is within the creation, then the result of it, limited drishti, is attachment. Suppose I am attached to space. See, if you reach without any attachment, anything to the end, you are no more pain is created in the heart. Purna Vairagya. Why? Suppose if I see space alone in my view, attach it to space, I become. That means my focus is shifted from Brahmandas, creating sustenance and dissolution, events, incidents, etc. Drushti shifted from this a particular event to, for example, in the movie, if my focus is shifted from the happenings on the screen to the backdrop on the white screen, there is neither pain nor sorrow, nor neither the fire on the screen wets the screen, nor the water burns the screen, nor water wets the screen, nor winds blow the screen, but everything is seen on the film. But my drushti is shifted to canvas, the white parda behind, and all these happenings cannot affect me instantly. If I am unable to see the white screen and seem confined only to the happenings on the screen, then I am attached to sorrow or pain or joy. Somebody was telling, so I have been counseling that fellow, but I don't know what will happen. I am so scared. Then I took him up to the death of the other person. क्या होगा? मानेगा नहीं. क्या होगा? और बिगड़ जाएगा. क्या होगा? मरेगा. क्या होगा? इतना ही है ना. That's all, no? इससे ज़्यादा कुछ हो सकता है क्या? मरने देना उसको. So when I pushed that person up to the visualization of the death of the other person whom he is unable to control, वहां तक चले के गया, sorrow instantly disappeared. You cannot appreciate this thought. दम नहीं है. What will happen ultimately? तो ठीक है. So, if everything you see the end, up to the end of it, and you are not attached and no pain is there. जो करना है करो, but keep the end in view. Similarly, now we are attached to these events in this cosmos only because of our limited view. There is no other way. So if that realization takes place, everything is Omkara eva. Realization takes place of what? Realization of that infinite power and knowledge takes place. What is it now? Then that infinite power and knowledge of that infinite power and knowledge realization takes place. Then what is the realization? That nothing is different from us. And therefore, it is our own nature and it is Brahman itself, and hence there is no pain. So what is the 2-point formula for attachment? Attachment, if it is limited, it causes pain. Attachment to infinity, there is no pain because it is you. Number one. That means either you give up total attachment to the limited things, completely give up. Then that giving up completely the attachment to the limited things is equal to identifying with totality. Automatically it happens. That is the result, equation. Once you identify with totality, everything is you. So good is you, bad is you, death is you, birth is you. There is no sorrow. So by giving up the limited, Either you totally give up the attachment to the limited vastus, that results in your identification with totality automatically, you think about it, and then the pain, the limited samsara, limited thinking disappears, and no more dukkha, no more sukham, because everything is you. So give up. Or ulta, udhar se, don't give up, limited. You identify with more and more, totally identify, attached to the objects, become that you only. So fire can burn which is anything other than fire, but fire cannot burn fire itself. Similarly, there are many Mahayogis, great sadhakas, great Mahatmas, achieved this, what is called as identifying with pain, because pain is not different from me. When you identify with pain, there is no pain. So either you give up completely identification with the limited more body, example, or limited things, the pain is caused, give up the limited, become identified with one unlimited, then everything is you, then there is no pain, because pain is caused only by duality. Other than you, something can cause you pain. Everything is me, there is no pain. So this aham. So here, what is Brahma Pratipatti? Brahma Pratipatti upayatvat Brahma samipataya vispastam prakatanam upavyakhyanam prasutam viditavyam. What is Pratipatti? Brahma Pratipatti means what then? Attainment of or Brahman. Means what? What is the meaning of attainment of Brahman? Meaning removing us in us understanding a samaj हमारे में जो भी बैठे हैं, that Brahman is separate from us. This samaj, this misunderstanding, if it is removed, that is called Brahma Pratipatti. Praptasya Prapti, it is called. It is not Apraptasya Prapti. Meaning what? It is just realization, an understanding that I am, this totality is me. अब कोई मर गया, कोई जन्म लिया, there is nothing. If we can really accept it, because the death is, even today it is considered as the most tragic thing that can happen. Why? We are attached to form. And what is the form? The lowest expression in the creation. And what are we? We are attached to the lowest expression in the creation. What is that? Form. What do we demand? That form should exist in front of me always. Bewakufi philosophy. हम कहने के लिए we are all spiritual seekers. What is spirituality? Far other end of that extreme end of this physical form. That is why chicken-hearted people cannot tread the path of spirituality. It is not a matter of convenience. जो करना है करते रहो. So this is a, so that means the means for this is Om, and this Om is very nearer to Brahman. Therefore Om has to be understood very clearly, spashtataya. So Brahma samipataya. With Om, if you understand and meditate, it will give you, it will take you to Brahman, the means of Brahman also, and Om is nature of Brahman also. So that means Also we have to analyze from close quarters. Now, further. So, therefore, Veditavyam. From the close quarters we have to study this. What is this again? Bhutam Bhavat Bhavishyat iti Kalatraya Parichedyam yat Tadapi Omkara eva Uktanyayataha. Yad Bhutam Bhavat Bhavishyat iti Kalatraya Parichedyam. Now, this Kalatraya, that Bhutam, that is past tense, past, future and present, the three periods of time. And this also is now we are not going ahead because Acharya is leading us from where we are. Because that which what you call as present, past, and that what you call as future, they also exist in the present only. Where is past without present? Where is future without present? And did we ever realize the past and future? No. So whenever we talk of these words past and future, we are always uttering them in the present only. And we always live in the present only. Our mind may not be living in the present. Synchronization is not happening. So, Bhutam, the past kala, past, present and future, Kalatraya Parichedyam, Tadapi Omkara eva. So, all those things which are circumscribed, conditioned within the frame of time period, called past, present and future, all those things, whatever is there, in the past, present and future, conditioned by past, conditioned by future and present, Tadapi, that also Omkara eva, that also is Omkara. So whatever is in the period, three periods of time, that is Omkara eva. Tadapi Omkara eva. Moreover, yet Uktanyayataha, as per the logic above. Because everything is Abhidhana, Avideya. Both are one. Parabrahma, Aparabrahma. And Om is the means of Brahman. Om is everything is this. Om is all this. Yacha Anyat Trikalatitam. Moreover, Anyat, other than these three periods of time, other than these, all those things which are conditioned by three periods of time, Anyat Trikalatitam, whatever is there, beyond these three periods of time. What is Trikalatitam? Trikalatitam, Karya Adhigamyam, because all the three kalas are Karyas, effects. So Karya effect, Adhigamya means that which is beyond the three effects. That, what is the effect? Effect called time. The past, present and future is Karya, its effect only, not Karanam. Because what is the Karanam for this? So Karya Adhigamyam, transcending these effects of time. That is Trikala, Kala Aparichedyam. There is something which is not circumscribed by time, which is not conditioned and limited by time, which is not ruled by past, present and future. That is something beyond time. What is that time? Avyakrtadi, that is unmanifest. The Avyakrita Prakriti. There in Prakriti, in unmanifested Prakriti, there is neither past nor present nor future. It is beyond. So that Prakriti also is, that Karana becomes Karana to this lower Prakriti or expressive Prakriti in terms of past, present and future. So Acharya says both the Prakriti, Kala, that is past, present and future, all those things are circumscribed, conditioned by time, past, present and future, that is all Omkara. And that is beyond time, the unmanifest, which is acting as, which is the cause for all these three, that also is Omkara eva. Tadapi Avyakrutadi, etc. Tadapi Omkara eva. Unmanifest, etc. All those things also, beyond that also is Omkara eva. So everything is Omkara. It's called Shabda Prapancham. Like an object can be deformed. What is a bomb blast? Nothing but sound. What is bomb? Sound. Only sound. And that sound has a sudden sound, huge, is created. It has got that capacity to make different shapes out of shape. Buildings collapsed, everything is tada moda. Human beings were shattered, animals were shattered. Sound only. Sound pierces and breaks. Now imagine, what is the universal note which is holding the matter in its shape and size? Shabda. And what could be that Shabda? One note on which different notes are played, Omkara. So everything is Omkara eva. So these differences, let us see now. Acharya says, Abhidana abhideyayoho ekatve api abhidana pradhanyena nirdesha krutaha Om iti etadaksharam idam sarvam ityadi. Abhidana pradhanyena nirdishtasya punaha abhideya pradhanyena nirdeshaha abhidana abhideyayoho ekatva pratipatyartaha. Itaratha hi abhidana tantra abhideya pratipattihi iti abhideyasya abhidanatvam gaunam iti ashanka syat. Ekatva pratipattesche prayojanam abhidana abhideyayoho ekena eva prayatnena yugapat vilayan pravilapayan tad vilakshanam brahma pratipadyete iti तथा च वक्ष्यति पादामात्रा मात्राश्च पादाः इति तदाह. Now, whole paragraph is Abhidana Abhideya only. Now, Abhidana Abhideyayoho ekatve api Abhidana pradhanya nirdesha krutaha. Now, these two are there, Abhidana and Abhideya. Acharya, even though, although, what we saw, the oneness between Abhidana and Abhideya, it is not separated. No analysis on that. So Abhidana Abhideyayoho ekatve, that is Abhidana, the word, Abhideya, that which is signified by this word, object, Abhidana, name, ekatve api, even though they are one, Abhidana pradhanyena nirdesha krutaha. Now greater prominence is given to name. Abhidana pradhanyena nirdesha krutaha is given to a word. What is that? As Om iti etad aksharam idam. Now when we see these two, greater prominence is given to Om, this is the word Abhidana, than the Abhideya. Name is given more importance than the object. Now, so from Vacha Pradhana, Vacha importance. That is from Abhidhana Pradhana, taking that Abhidhana as prominence, Pradhana Sehi. That is Abhidhana Pradhanyena Nirdesha Krutaha. It is actually defined, or it is said very clearly, signified that all this is Omiti Edad Aksharamidam Sarvam Ityadi. Omiti Edad Aksharam. In that, what is that now saying? Even though these two are one, Abhidhana, Abhideya, this is one. What greater prominence is seen? Greater prominence is given to the name in this. Now the question is, Abhidhana Pradhanyena Nirdishtasya Punaha Abhideya Pradhanyena Nirdeshaha. Now, that which was Nirdishtasya, which was presented, Abhidhana Pradhanyena, that which was defined or presented to us with the significance of the prominence of the name, a vastu is there. It was shown to us with the prominence and significance of the name. Abhidhana Pradhanyena Nirdishtasya Punaha. Same thing, again, the same vastu, Punaha Abhideya Pradhanyena Nirdeshaha. Again, the same vastu again is also given Abhideya Pradhanena Nirdeshaha Abhidhana Abhideyayoho Ekatva Pratipatti Arthaha. Meaning what? Same vastu, that which was signified by name, again that again signifying the Padartha. So in this way what happened? Now the unity between these two are comprehended. Ekatva Pratipatti Ityarthaha. Same thing is defined, same vastu. One is Abhidhana Pradhanyena Nirdishtasya Punah Abhideya Pradhanyena Nirdeshaha. Now, problem is happening now is that Itaratha, otherwise what happens? So, now listen, a vastu is there. A vastu is defined by name. And the same vastu is to be again presented from the standpoint of vastu itself. So these two importance, one is the importance through the name is given first, and same thing again represented from the standpoint of the vastu itself. Otherwise, if these two are not presented in this way, what would happen? Itaratha, otherwise, Abhidhana Tantra Abhideya Pratipattihi. What happens otherwise? Otherwise what happens is, Abhideya becomes Abhidhana Tantra, meaning Abhideya means the object. Object becomes dependent upon name. Dono mein. Now the problem is what? Suppose if you separate these two. So then if you are not considering as one, these two are not one. Suppose Abhidhana, Abhideya, name, Abhidhana. Abhideya, the object which is named by it. These two are separate. Now I say that vastu is, that Abhideya is Abhidhana Tantra. Abhidhana Tantra means is depending on name. When that vastu is depending on name, इसका मतलब क्या है? One become primary, other thing becomes secondary in sense. This is what Acharya. Otherwise what happens? Abhidhana Tantra Abhideya Pratipattihi iti Abhideyasya Abhidhanatvam Gaunam. So it depends upon the object. Therefore, Abhideyasya Abhidhanatvam, that is the identity of the object with the name. In that these two, what is happening? It will be taken as a secondary sense. The object becomes secondary, the name becomes primary. Now, if you establish exactly the unity between these two, then there cannot be any Gauna. Now, who is important? Nama is powerful or Nami is powerful? Acharya says, we have to understand now that otherwise what happens? Abhidhana Tantra Abhideya Pratipattihi iti Abhideyasya Abhidhanatvam Gaunam iti Ashankasya. Then there will become a doubt. It will become a doubt that The doubt arises that which is secondary, which is primary. That which is dependent on other, the dependent becomes secondary. If you say the object is secondary, object has no meaning unless you give a name to it. Then you are giving name as a primary sense. Object becomes gaunam. This doubt will come. And now, if we don't unify these two, what is the prayojanam? Why should we say Abhidhana and Abhideya is one, name and the object is one only? When we don't understand this, what happens? Ekatva pratipattescha. When if it is the identity or unity is understood, is propounded and it is realized, pratipattescha prayojanam. What is the prayojanam? Purpose of realizing the oneness between Abhidhana and Abhideya. What did we started with? We started that Abhidhana and Abhideya mein ekatva hai. Yesterday also we started this. Every sarvam omkara eva. So the object is not separate from its name. And the name is not separate from Brahma. Suppose if we don't this, then the doubt will come, which is secondary, which is primary, because one thing will become dependent on other. The doubt will come. But ekatva pratipattescha, in these two, when the oneness is realized between Abhidhana and Abhideya, what is the prayojanam? What is the purpose? Chalo theek hai bhaiya, ye do ek hi hai. What is the prayojanam? Prayojanam is what? Ekatva pratipattescha prayojanam Abhidhana Abhideyayoho ekena eva prayatnena, by single effort between these two, both Abhidhana and Abhideya, in single effort pravilapayan, yugapat, simultaneously, in a single effort these two will be dissolved. What is to be dissolved? The name and the object, the Abhidhana and Abhideya. If these two are not one, not understood as one, not realized as one, these two, then problem will come, which is pradhana, which is gauna. If he yugapat, if he is realized, what is the prayojanam? Prayojanam is yugapat, at one same time. At the same time, yugapat, ekena eva prayatnena, in single effort, these two are dissolved. Pravilapayan, dissolving these two in single effort. Then what happened? Tad vilakshanam, other than neither nama, Abhidhana, Abhideya. What is the totally vilakshana? Means totally opposite to these two? Brahma, which is substratum. So vilakshanam Brahma pratipadyeta iti. So when these Abhidhana and Abhideya is understood as one, both the object and the name is dropped, dissolved. When these two are dissolved in deep meditation, then what remains is Adhisthana Brahma Pratipadyeta, are realized. That is why, suppose if you separate, if you say that Abhidhana and Abhideya is not understood or realized as one, then the problem always remains, doubt remains. Now which is greater than what? Okay, Vedanta thinking, Vedanta ka approach is totally different. अभी now you cannot say that भगवान का नाम भगवान से ऊपर है, परे है, ये सब भक्ति में चलता है. इसमें कुछ नहीं चलता है. Both are illusion. आप चौंक जाएंगे. All whatever you say अवतार क्या, फिर अवतार का क्या है, वो भी बड़ा मिथ्या बोलते हैं वेदांत. वो कृष्ण अवतार, रामा, that is also an illusion, caused in greater illusion called nature illusion. Nothing is given a status of reality. इसका मतलब सब मिथ है, सब मिथ है. Everything is myth, everything is myth. In Bhakti Shastra, that is चलो नामा इज ग्रेटर देन रामा, भगवान का नाम लेने से भगवान का नाम भगवान से भी परे है। अब ये गौण हो गया ना, भगवान गौण हो गए वहां पे। चलो आपको कंफ्यूज कर देते, थोड़ा भक्ति ज्ञान में थोड़ा कंफ्यूज करके छोड़ देते, मजा आएगा। दैट इज वाई वेदांत अधिकारी के लिए वेदांती का तो ज्ञानी का जो प्यार है वो अलग है। अलग है माने एवरीथिंग इज इन मी, आई एम इन एवरीथिंग, सो आई लव माई सेल्फ, आई एम माई सेल्फ, देयर इज नो द्वैत, जो हो रहा है होने दो, एवरीथिंग इज माई विभूति, अब वो बैठ जाता है बस। फ्रॉम द स्टैंड पॉइंट ऑफ ओशन नथिंग इज हैपनिंग, बट वेव्स आर राइजिंग, हु सेड सो? I don't feel anything rising in me and destroying in me. All the cells and bacteria in me, they look at this wonderful creation, पता नहीं हम किस ब्रह्मांड में बैठे हैं, and they see each one is rising, जन्म इनका वो अंदर का संसार चल रहा है, जो एक एक कीड़े का, एक एक बैक्टीरिया का, उनका अलग ही दुनिया है। They struggle, they work, they survive, they eat, they cooperate, they resist, they fight. Big life is going on inside. Now everything is me, identified. I am identified with everything. So they can't even imagine my evolution. The one who is identified with all these millions and trillions of bacteria or the molecules or the small jivas which are there flowing in blood, everywhere they are in the body, different varieties of creatures, different lokas, different temperaments of these different cells, their different functions, their different abilities, सारा ब्रह्मांड अंदर ही है। Everybody says the one in whom we live, the one who is breathing, our existence is his breath, our food that we are using is that his food, क्या क्या की will be singing inside, everything is me. So unless this abhidhana abhideya is prayojanam, what? These two are one. One means what? They two are dissolved. Then the vilakshanam, something totally different from these two. The Brahma Vastu is realized. So pada matra matrascha padaha, the quarters are padas, meters, quarters are the letters and letters are quarters. Iti, that we will see come across later on. So a lot of analysis has to be done about this, that we will take up tomorrow. Some analysis, some extra thoughts. So we saw only the Bhashya portion. So अभिधान अभिधेयोः एकत्वे अपि अभिधान प्रधानेन निर्देशकृतः ओमिति एतदक्षरमिदं सर्वमित्यादि। अभिधान प्रधानेन निर्दिष्टस्य पुनः अभिधेय प्रधानेन निर्देशः अभिधान अभिधेयोः एकत्व प्रतिपत्त्यर्थः। इतरथा हि अभिधान तंत्र अभिधेय प्रतिपत्तिः इति अभिधेयस्य अभिधानत्वं गौणम् इति आशंका स्यात्। एकत्व प्रतिपत्तेश्च प्रयोजनम् अभिधान अभिधेययोः एकेन एव प्रयत्नेन युगपत् प्रविलापयन् तद्विलक्षणं ब्रह्म प्रतिपद्येते इति। तथा च वक्ष्यति पादामात्रा मात्राश्च पादाः इति तद् आह। Still I am telling, we are not going in depth into Mandukya. Only superficial swimming. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।